Hey everybody, Mrs. Bear here. So, as you can already tell, I'm not in the building today. It is Friday, September 9th, and I want to walk you through what to do today. So, the slides that you're looking at are found on Schoology. You're going to see them in the announcement part of Schoology as well as in the daily folder. So, if you just follow these slides, you will know what to do, no issues. So I'm going to go ahead and present these fully and then just go through them. So, first things first, you're going to need your journal and you're going to need your story that you started writing on Wednesday. So, I want you to respond to the following. Think about our Play Doh writing activity that we did on Wednesday. What are the 5 parts of the writing process, and which part do you feel is the most important stage and why? There's not a right or wrong answer. It's just really what you feel about each of the stages, and then you're just explaining it. If you weren't here, then please go into Wednesday's folder and review the slides from the last class so you know exactly what went down when I'm talking about the Play Doh. Next thing, this is our objective. We've already done the first half, so you have already demonstrated the importance through the Play Doh activity, but now you're going to move into the writing activity and use that language of writing process, completing the rest of the steps. And you will be doing this by using the story that you started writing on Wednesday but did not finish. So let's take a look at what that looks like. We're skipping the discussion part. So here we are. We have already done the pre writing and the first draft part of this activity. So this was our writing prompt. A scream echoes outside. One by one, the houses on the street go dark. My house is next. So you're going to pick up from where you left off and write the story. This time you are going to finish the story. So the bulk of class will be in the revising section. So if you weren't here last class though, then you're simply going to begin writing this story. The one right here. A scream echoes outside. One by one, the houses on the street go dark. My house is next. Now, if you really hate that writing prompt, then choose something else. Write your own story in your own fashion. With that, here's where we're at. So, step one, well, this is actually step three. You've done the pre writing, you've done the draft, and now you're revising. Because we have never finished this story, you're going to really pay attention to this part where it says make changes to content by adding. You're going to add the rest of your story now. My advice is to really pay attention to time. So here's a 20-minute timer. Use it to time yourself. And then if you're not done after that time period, add another 10 minutes, another 15 minutes, whatever you need in order to stay on track because you are going to be completing each step. And because I'm not there, it's going to be on you to really ensure that all of these steps get done. Once you have completed your revision process, you've added, you've removed, you deleted, you've replaced, whatever you need to do to make this a fully actualized story is what you're going to do. Then you're going to move on to the next part, which is editing. This is where you proofread and fix your errors. It's also where you compare edit and get feedback from others. So you could also do this in the revision part, which is also helpful, but we're in a fast situation where we're just trying to learn the different parts of the writing process. So go ahead and move into peer edit. Give yourself about 10 minutes to check for errors and make last minute changes. Make sure to give your story a title and just make it as perfect as you can. It's okay if you're not 100% happy. It's also okay if you don't like your story right now. The point of this activity is about the writing process. It's not about the content on the page. And I know that's difficult for some of you to hear, but you're not getting a grade on this because this is about learning why the writing process is so important. So now here's what I need from you. When you have about 15 to 20 minutes left of class, hear my words again, 15 to 20 minutes, I need a student to take charge and lead us into the final step of this, which is publishing. This is where you're going to share it with your table groups. It is really important that each person in the group share, that no one opts out. Even if you don't like your story, I need you to still complete this step. Otherwise, you won't fully understand the importance. If you hate your story, well, chances are that somebody who hears it is going to like something about it. We are often our own worst critics and think things are worse than they actually are. So let somebody hear the words and you will get some positive feedback. I promise. All right. Publishing is that final step. Once you have all shared, when you have about 3 to 4 minutes left of class, complete this exit ticket. Remember, the QR code for the parking lot is optional if you have questions or concerns. So what's in the purple pink area, I want you to complete at the bottom of your story. Reflect on the actual objective about the importance of the writing process and answer this question. Did these activities help you understand the importance of the writing process? Why or why not? Once you have completed that, your work for the day is done. All right. And you can find something else to work on if you end early, although I don't think most of you will. I will be checking in with you on Monday to verify that you actually wrote stories. So that does involve looking at your journals and making sure that you completed the work that I asked you to do, because we will be moving on to the next part of our unit and really delving into what our unit is about and where we're going from here. So you won't have time on Monday to work on these stories. And again, if it doesn't get completely finished, that's okay, because that's not the point. The point is all about the writing process, not having a solid conclusion on your story. If you have questions, send me an email, but get things done, and I hopefully will see you on Monday. Bye, everybody.